for you? You've been on the bike. I know.
Yeah.
You feel like Lance Armstrong? Or what?
Nah, man, it's been bittersweet. I just wish I could be out there with the guys getting better. It's hard to sit on the side and kind of watch them going at it, competing, and just working to our ultimate goal, which is to be as best as we can come the first game. So it's hard in that aspect, but I'm enjoying the rest time too, just taking my time getting back from my injury.
Yeah.
Cyrus,
You
what
and
happened
Denzel
on
pretty
your
good
injury?
friends now? Sit
Oh,
next to
no.
each other every day?
That was already my dog, but me and him, yeah, we just sit and talk about how bad we wish we were out there, but we know it's a process and we're not rushing anything. We just taking our time and listening to the trainers and trying to do what we can to be in tip-top shape when it's time to get back out.
I know you're not on the field, but are you able to help the guys, get in their ear and give them some of your experience?
Definitely. Just being an older guy and knowing the defense and stuff like that, knowing kind of what Coach Saban and Coach Smart expects on that side of the ball. I'm definitely just trying to do whatever I can do to help the younger guys out, especially guys just coming in trying to make that transition from high school to college.
What was your injury and when was the surgery? And
I had a torn labrum. I was actually diagnosed with it last summer in June, so I played the whole season with it, and I got it prepared January 12th.
So how early did you know that you would need surgery?
As soon as I was diagnosed with it, I knew eventually I would need surgery, but being as though I got it diagnosed like in the summertime doing workouts, I couldn't get surgery because that would have meant I would have had to sit out during the season, so I just had to deal with it through the season.
So what were some of the things that you had to do to account for that or to offset, I guess, some of the limitations that come along with that kind of injury?
Just monitoring kind of my conditioning over the summer when it was first diagnosed. I was kind of held out of some of the running things and just doing alternative kind of conditioning exercise and stuff like that. Throughout the season, I was just getting various types of treatments to kind of counterbalance the pain and stuff like that, whereas I'd be okay doing games and stuff.
And that was painful during the year?
Yeah, definitely. It was definitely a lot of pain and irritation, but it wasn't too strenuous. The treatment and stuff like that helped to maintain it, whereas though it made it possible for me to go out there and play.
Where you at right now? Where you at right now?
Right now, if I had to give a percentage, I'd probably be about 70%. I probably have a couple more months until I'm fully 100%. So I'm just taking my time with it, not trying to rush anything, because I don't want to get back out there and have a setback right away. So that's something that's important.
Is your plan to be ready?
Coaching the DBs.
It's definitely a blessing having somebody of his caliber and have as much knowledge as he does, coming from the NFL background and just his experience, and also being a guy that was under Coach Saban for a number of years and is familiar with how he likes to do things. So it's definitely a good guy to have around. I'm just taking advantage of kind of picking his brain and trying to just get better off the field and in the film room, since I'm not out there practicing with the guys. So.
You get to watch the guys. You probably have a unique perspective. You're not having to worry about practicing. What are you seeing from those guys?
I'm just, in the secondary specifically, I'm just seeing a lot of guys just going out there and competing, taking advantage of the reps, and just trying to get out there and get better. They taking coaching well, and I just think that when I get back out there, it's just going to be that much more fun, just being a part of it and not having to sit on the side and watch.
So anyone impressing you?
I say Ronnie, the freshman, is impressing me a lot. He's just showing a lot of instinctiveness out there on the field. He's still getting it mentally, and that's going to take time, but he's definitely a football player. So he's one of the guys that's impressed me a lot.
Hey, the way the season ended, third down was a tough down for you guys the last couple games. What, is there? I know individually you want to get better. Has Coach Mel maybe changed up some things schematically, or have you noticed anything different that they're doing, watching film and stuff?
Not Coach Mel specifically, but I think everyone on the defensive side of the ball is taking a big kind of look into what we can do to improve our third down percentage and getting off the field on that down. So I don't think one person is doing anything specifically. I just think it's a team effort, and that the coaches are trying to scheme up and put us in the right positions to where so we can be effective on that down.
Derek said he noticed the DB group just seemed hungry as a general, just in general. Did the way the season ended kind of contribute to that a little bit?
I think anytime you come off a season where as though it doesn't end like you wanted to, it always gives you that extra motivation going into next time you get back out there on the field to kind of not have that feeling again and kind of prepare yourself just that much more. So when it comes time and we're in a position as we were last year that we're even more ready and we don't have to go through the same type of things.
The secondary was been spotlighted a lot as the thing that needs to improve the most. When you hear that, what does that motivate you?
Definitely, man. Just me. I'm a guy that's super competitive. I take a lot of pride in my play, and I know criticism is something that you gotta let go in one end or the other. But it's hard to when it's constant. When you're constantly hearing the same things, whether it's personally or with your group, as my group being a secondary. So I think it's definitely something that us as a secondary takes personally. We got a point to prove, and that's what we're trying to go out there. And those guys out there working hard right now to come out and try to prove that point when it's time to get back there on the field. And I know once I come back, I'm just going to be ready to prove all the doubters wrong and everything. So it's definitely personal to me.
What did you see from Eddie? Yeah, Eddie making that transition, that experiment to the safety.
Eddie is a very natural football player, so I think he looks great back there, just fluid and real comfortable. So he's one of those guys that you can probably put him anywhere on the football field. He's going to look like he's been playing it the whole season just because of how good of an athlete and how easily he makes transitions. So I think he looks real good.
And Nick mentioned the other day some of the young corners now they're coming along. So he mentioned Tony Brown and Marlon, Anthony Everett. Hey, have you seen that same kind of progress?
Oh, definitely. I just think that it's a process, definitely at corner here, and you can see the transition that they were all three of them are making from their first year to now it being the springtime. So it definitely look like they are more comfortable with the defense and just look more kind of instinctive, and they're doing less thinking because they know the position better. So they're just going out there and playing and using their athletic gifts. It's just making them that much better.
Speaking of transition, was there a point where, or a time when you thought, I'm a wide receiver trying to play cornerback, and then a point where you became, I'm cornerback?
Yeah. I say right when I made the transition in my sophomore year, I was just trying to feel my way around. Like I was out there playing unconfident, still not sure what I was supposed to be doing as far as the defense goes. So it definitely hindered me as far as being able to just go out there and play fast and with confidence. And if you don't have confidence playing corner, you can't do it. It's just impossible. So I think now I know what I can do, and I know my abilities, and I know the defense. So now it's just up to me to just go out there and play. And like I said, prove everybody wrong who has something bad to say.
Thanks, Cyrus.
Sorry.
Thank you, Cyrus.